be dead.
Please! Fucking Dorsey! My son's not a Dorsey! Let him go! My son's done nothing wrong!
We'll have our revenge! You ain't seen the last of us!
We can't come to the Springs. Be safe. Doc Parker's helping the wounded at the Arapaho Garage. He ain't turning.
I hope you die slow! How does it feel now?
No mercy on your souls, Colorado!
Dorsey, stop!
Get stuck with the shit patrols. Guarding a bunch of dead Dorseys. No regret! No repentance!
Ex-dozens killed by Dorsey thugs!
Dorsey
Families taken hostage!
Kill you all!
New in town? Did you hear about what happened? Sure has. Dorsey's got into the city, but nobody knows how. They started shooting up the place and killed a lot of people. Then they made a run at the Patriarch's palace. Oh, but they couldn't get inside. It took a while, but Sheriff Daisy and the marshals beat him back. Now they're holed up in the Garden of the Gods. Well, some of them, anyway. Others jumped in their trucks and ran for it. Just what I've been told. Back before I was born, they were the family that betrayed the Patriarch and tried to take charge of Colorado. The thing is, everybody thought they'd been dead for years. I mean, there's tons of stories about how the Patriarch wiped them all out. Oh, Marshall Station, right over there. You can't miss the pillories out front. Yep, I work for the Colorado Patriot, only newspaper left in America. We tell people what's happening in the city and what they should think about it. Be careful. Might still be Dorseys hiding out in the city.
By order of the Patriarch, only authorized personnel are to pass this gate. An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the Patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed. The attack on the city has everyone nervous. Until that's all settled down, Patriarch's orders are in effect. Authorized business only. Broadmoor Heights and the Patriarch's Palace. Good day.
Sons of bitches.
Josiah, come on! Don't provoke them!
But they're in my shop. They might ruin my stock.
Better they ruin your stock than your head, Josiah Cassidy. Don't you dare go inside.
I ain't afraid to use this gun, Martha. I ain't.
Well, you should be. You're the worst marksman I've ever seen.
That ain't true. What about our nephew, Chip?
Chip is 5 years old, Josiah, and he's still a better shot than you.
Consarn it. You Dorsey peckerheads, get on out of there.
Hush up now, Josiah. You can't go in there alone. They'll kill you.
You think I can't handle myself? I've put down worse than these in my time.
Since when? You've been a shopkeeper all your life. Will you help me talk some sense into this old fool? If he goes after those Dorseys, he'll get himself killed.
Some of those Dorsey bastards are hiding out in my shop. My shop! Finest clothing store in the whole dang town. So I'm going in after them. They're too busy. Besides, a man should be able to protect his own shop.
Thank you. Keep an old man from killing himself, will you?
Killing myself? Can't you pretend to have some faith in me, Martha? Especially in front of these soldier types? You do this, you'll get a nice discount at the shop. Assuming I still have a shop by the time it's all over. Well, go on then. Damn Dorseys are still in my shop. Guess not. Don't need anybody's help anyway.
I sure hope you can get those Dorseys out of there.
Shit, Hotlanders! We thought you was all dead! Back off!
Can't tell you how relieved I am that the Dorseys are gone. And my husband is still alive.
Phew, boy. Thanks again for taking care of those Dorseys. Say, if you got hurt in that scrap, you should see a friend of mine, Doc Parker. He set up a clinic in the Arapaho garage, just outside the city gate. And here, a little token of our appreciation. Come on back after we reopen the shop.
This here's Market Square. The Arapaho garage is just outside the city gates. My old friend Doc Parker set up a clinic there. Parker's the best doctor in town. Be a hell of an asset if we can persuade him to join
Can't
the
talk.
Rangers. Careful though.
Dude.
The doc is prickly at the best of times. And these are not the best of times.
We got things under control.
Jesus, loaves and fishes, Christ! That's a bomb under my stall, ain't it?
Oh, shit, Taiwan. Yeah, it is. We best stay back.
God damn it! Where are the marshals?
They've got their hands full licking their wounds. You're gonna be waiting. Back up slowly.
Oh, fish sticks. I'm gonna have to disarm that thing myself, ain't I?
Depends on how fond of your fingers you are. And your arms. And face. And...
Yeah, let's just keep waiting.
Holy mackerel! Better stay back from my stall. Those goddamn Dorseys dropped a landmine under it. Really? That's great news. Here's a little something for you. I'm back in business. What? You didn't hear this from me, Franz. But word is, there's still Dorseys all around the city waiting to jump innocents such as yourself. Be sure to stock up with me, yeah? Ah, you want to hear about the wide open seas. My trusty vessel, the wild waves crashing the shores? Well, sorry, chums. I'm just here to sell stuff. What would you like? I have no idea what you're talking about, Franz. No. No. Wish that I did, Franz. Born and raised in Colorado Springs. Me? I've never even seen a fish in my life. Wondrous creatures, I hear. Sardinely.
I heard we had some new arrivals wash on in. Military types, they said. Can't really see the difference between you and the ordinary class of mercs.
Don't take that tone of voice with the Rangers, Lupinski.
Or what, Quan? You gonna arrest me? Fine, fine. What do you want? It's the Garden of the Gods. Rocks, experimental farms, and now those fucking Dorseys. Sheriff Daisy say so. Nope. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Boss said we're closed till further notice. Sorry, pal. Club's closed till the city's secure.
Take a look at what these marshals and Dorsey's got on them.
Those marshals were colleagues of mine. I'm gonna guess you didn't kill them, but you need to put all those valuables back and walk away.
Fat chance. We got guns and ammo now. We don't take orders from marshals no more.
That was awesome!
Snap and Jimmy Bob's still standing. Dorseys or no Dorseys. You think a little raid would stop Snap and Jimmy Bob? No siree. Oh, hey! New faces? Let me know if you need to restock. I hear there's still some Dorseys in the city. That's snapping, Jimmy Bob, thank you. Not that much to tell. My dad was a trader, and a good one. And now I'm a trader, and a good one. Might seem boring to wandering muscle like yourself, but I like it. Oh, that's my prized possession. A genuine pre-apocalypse, fully functional microwave. I can cook up some truly gourmet delicacies with it. But the damn power got cut in the fighting. It'll take the city weeks to fix it. Let's.
Who used duct tape to fix this?
Terrible. Ah, hello there. The name's Theodoric Curie. Theo for friends. I need to work on these gate hydraulics, but I always have time to answer some questions, if you're here to learn about our wall. I am the humble son of scientists. My mother and father were on a mission to pursue the possibility of cold fusion. Imagine nuclear reactions at room temperatures making it safe for everyone. Sadly, they are gone, and my efforts to follow their work has been stymied by immediate dangers. Perhaps one day, I'll have the time to devote to such a monumental achievement again. It's simply your standard concrete barrier with Tesla-styled electrical deterrence. Not an absolute marvel of what could be done, but sufficient for the task of keeping out enemies. If we had oil to power the generators, you'd see the glorious effect of thousands of volts of electricity arcing across it, deterring would-be attackers from approaching. Such a pity. Believe me, I understand. Thank you for stopping by, and good luck out there. Back to the wall.
No time.
Just... Hey, Doc.
Quan, hope you won't take offense, but I've got no time for niceties. Dying people take precedence.
Understood, brother.
They're in bad shape, and I don't have the time or tools to save them. Thank you. The things I need most are a suture kit, an injury kit, and a medic pack. Got that? These folks are literally dying on us, so don't fuck around. We'll talk more when you come back.
You take care of that bike when you get to it.
That rust trap? Why?
Because this was Jimmy Longhaul's first car. When it gave up the ghost in the plains, he salvaged what he could, turned it into this monster you see before you. All because he couldn't bear to be separated from his machine. That's dedication for you.
Also to get out of the plains. Y'all forgot that part.
Hey, Jimmy. Glad to see you're okay. Dorsey's didn't get this far?
Nah, they didn't bother with us. They were after folks wearing badges like yours. I would have shot those Dorseys dead if they'd walked in my garage. Haven't seen your friends before. If you folks are looking for help with your vehicle, you've come to the right place. This is the Colorado Springs Arapaho Station. We got stations all over Colorado, mostly for fixing and supplying our own fleet. But we fix vehicles and sell parts to anybody. I'm the manager, Jimmy Longhaul. That's my crew over there. You need any repairs or alterations to your ride, they're the ones who will put it all together. Best crew in the business. Yeah? Oh, that's Doc Parker. He needed a place to set up his clinic, and we had the space, so... Good thing, too. Those Dorseys hurt a lot of people with that little raid of theirs. We brought as many as we could in here, and Doc's been patching them up as fast as he can. Only got 2 hands, though. The best in Colorado Springs, no lie. He was the Patriarch's personal physician for a while. Took care of all the hoity-toits in Broadmoor Heights, too. Kinda pissed us off at the time, actually. Nice Arapaho boy, taking care of the hemorrhoids of the 100 families and turning his back on his own people. Came home in the end, though. Remembered who he was and set up his clinic here. Been serving the working people of Colorado Springs ever since. Co-workers, not employees. I only give the orders 'cause I take the orders, get me? Anyway, Fastback's the old one. Been with the station almost as long as I have. Wrench, the tall fella, thinks he's a heartbreaker, but he's the most sentimental sap you'll ever meet. And Pacer's our newest recruit. Don't mess with her. She's 10 pounds of attitude in a 5-pound bag. At the moment, yeah, I guess so. Driving and wrenching has kind of become the Arapaho brand. We pride ourselves on being the best mechanics and couriers in the West. Well, except for those of us who run the stations, we mostly live on the road. The people of the convoy, some folks call us. And we've turned that way of life into a business. Arapaho Service Stations, Iron Thunder Logistics, Arapaho Caravan Protection, and so on. While other folks were eating each other in the suburbs or fighting over mansions in Broadmoor Heights, we kept to the wildlands and didn't come back until civilization had reestablished itself. And when we came back, we came with services people needed. Transportation, protection, and repair. Been living well ever since. Sure we do, if they're good enough. Takes a lot of skills to be better than an Arapaho, though. Anything for your vehicle. Have a look.
Didn't expect was 50 VWs in his garden, hanging around like shrubbery in a rich man's home. Damn waste of some good cars, but...
They don't make them like they used to.
Toolkit, toolkit, toolkit. Where the hell did I leave that thing?
Hanging around like shrubbery in a rich man's home. Damn waste of
Y'all
some
seem
good cars.
nice, but if you got business with the Carters, you should talk to Mama.
You got business with Mama Carter? Ha! No, you don't. Come back when you do. Until then, scram.
Talk to Mama. She always knows what to do.
To hose down the damn propane tank.
What? No.
You closed my wound. I won't miss staring at my own guts. Thanks. Would have bled to death without you.
What now? Good. Thank you. One sec, though. I know I've asked a lot of you, and I'm grateful for what you've already done. But I need one more favor. You see this girl? She was shot in the head, but there's no exit wound. The bullet's still in there. I need to keep constant watch on her, and I need cleaner, safer facilities to do it. If you let me use the facilities at your HQ, I'll do anything. I'll work as your doctor. I'll fucking juggle for you, Rangers. I just need to save her. What do you say? Thank you. Thank you. You've saved her life. And mine. Need anything before I get my stuff together? Of course. Let's have a look. Good luck.
Palace gates! Patriarch alive and safe! Now.
Murderers!
How does it feel now? How does it feel now?
Howdy, Judge. How's your heart? Still colder than a well-digger's ass?
Marshal Quan, impertinent as ever, I see. Rangers, I am Magistrate Silas Watkins. I have heard of your arrival, partly from the confessions of the Dorsey Raiders. You'll be pleased to know that I sentenced them to death for their part in the attack on the city and your convoy. They are the only instrument of justice we need. Serious offenders die by exposure. Sometimes I might grant a reprieve after frostbiters claim their extremities. Oh, to the contrary. It is more merciful than the punishments meted out by the mountain clans or the gangs of the plains. If we did any less, they would see our nation as weak. And in Colorado, weakness is death. As much as we might long for the world before the bombs, when justice was not so cruel, that is not the world we inhabit.
And let's be honest, Judge. You kind of like it too, don't you?
No, I do not. I only do what the law commands.
And since you're the law around here, I guess you're your own boss.
I follow principles set forth at the second founding of this city, as you know very well. Without our laws and the penalties to enforce them, we're no better than the Wastelanders. For some offenses, we have a work camp on the plains. I don't approve of their methods, but it's outside my jurisdiction. Minor infractions, like public drunkenness or disorderly conduct, are punished by a short stay in the sheriff's lockup. Proceed. Indeed.
I hope you die slow! How does it feel now?
Marshals! Finally! I was beginning to think you were never going to help. Hold on now. You aren't marshals. You look like ruffians. Are you here to see the sheriff? Well, I'm first. I've been waiting here on tenterhooks for an hour. Forgive me. That was unkind. I am under considerable duress. My family has been kidnapped by those no-good Dorseys, and the marshals will give me no answers about their situation. They won't even speak to me. I must know how the sheriff intends to rescue them. And when. That may be, but my family is one of the leading families of Colorado Springs. We have been longtime allies of the Patriarch and supporters of all he stands for. Surely that should be given some consideration. I suppose not. We are all equal in the eyes of God, as they say. I am just frustrated. That is all. It doesn't seem that anything is being done. My name is Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. But now they and my little brother have been kidnapped by those good-for-nothing Dorseys, and I fear for their lives. We are the founding families of Colorado Springs, descended from the survivalists who came together after the deluge of fire and helped the Patriarch build a stronger Colorado. I'm proud to trace my lineage back before the war on both sides of my family. Someone let the Dorseys into town, and the savages have taken my family hostage, along with a good many others, and retreated to the Garden of the Gods. I came here to demand that Sheriff Daisy immediately mount an expedition to save them, but her marshals keep putting me off. No good traitors, that's what they are. Used to be 100 families, like us, but rotten. Backstabbers, every one of them. At least that's what my father says. They rebelled against the Patriarch before I was born, and were driven from the city. I was always told they were dead and gone. It seems I was misinformed. Well, you look capable enough, but I don't know you from Adam. Why, you might be robbers or bandits. No. Thanks all the same, but I think I'll continue to wait on the proper authorities. Frustrating though that may be. Sheriff Daisy, I will not leave until you speak to me.
We should build some more watchtowers around the garden. Dorsey slipped right past the ones we've got.
Yeah, but we'll need to pull some resources from another district to do it.
Huh. Sheriff won't like that.
Must be drunker than I thought. Did someone yell something about Dorseys?
Too old to fight the Dorseys, they said. Ha! We got things under control.
Please put in a word to the sheriff for me. If she'd only lend me a marshal or two, I'd rescue my family myself.
Miss Wesson, could you... I'm sorry. I have to talk to these folks. Sorry about that. Are you the Rangers? We were told to expect you. Sheriff Daisy's waiting for you in the back.
Thanks, Torres.
Anytime, Marshal Kwan. Reports. Lots of reports. The Dorsey raid really tore up the town. Murder, looting, fires. They even attacked this station. Not that they got very far. It's been exhausting. Don't blink. It's on the back of the box. We keep the peace here in Colorado Springs. Mostly, though, we do what Sheriff Daisy says. Thanks. If you've got any feedback, be sure to fill out a form.
Well, now you must be the Rangers. I'm the sheriff around here, but you can call me Daisy. Old Saul tells me you're a bunch of badasses, and I ain't one to turn away a badass, especially at a time like this. I reckon you already heard all about the Dorsey raid, so I won't bore you with the details. Suffice it to say, we whooped 'em good, and the survivors are holed up in the Garden of the Gods with a bunch of hostages. Thing is, I lost a lot of marshals. My boys and girls are tired and beat up. You want to make some fast friends around here? You could go into the garden and speak to those Dorseys for us. Maybe find out how the hell they got into the city in the first place.
And by speak, you mean shoot the everlasting shit out of them and save those hostages, right, boss?
Quan, I hear you're some fancy liaison now. Old Saul taking my people without even asking? How dare he? Anyway, yes, you rascal. That's exactly what I mean. But question him first, you hear?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
That girl, you think I ain't heard her yapping? But I got a couple of 50 other people yapping at me, too. Tell you what, though. Her people are 100 family folks from the fancy side of town, so they got some pull. You can do me a big favor and kill 2 birds with 1 stone if you take little Miss Wesson with you when you go to save them. In fact, I'm going to insist on it. I need that girl out of my hair. I'll let Lipinski know you're bringing her along. He won't let you into the garden without her. Don't worry. She knows which end of the gun the bullets come out of. Go in there and kick some ass, Rangers.
How did those Dorsey bastards get into the city?
How's your family?
My mom and pa are safe. Still haven't heard from my sister. She was working near the museum when the attack started.
Jesus. Fucking Dorseys? I'm sure she's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why the sheriff didn't assign me marshals, but, well, beggars can't be choosers. I am the Miss Wesson she spoke of. Lucia Wesson, daughter of Percival Wesson and Maria Reyes of the 100 Families. As Sheriff Daisy told you, they and some of our neighbors were taken hostage by the Dorseys, and I mean to free them. All of them. So, I am ready when you are. It's a project of the Ward family, a showcase for their know-how. They grow food there using the latest technologies. Colorado Springs leads the world in science. But there are plenty of places to hide in the garden. The Dorseys could be laying for us anywhere. We shall have to be cautious. Certainly. My father taught me to shoot almost before I could walk, and I'm the best shot in the city.
Oh, it's true. She's a prodigy, all right. Also a pain in the ass.
No. But I have hunted. There's no need to worry that I will be shy about pulling the trigger. I promise, strangers, if it is to save my family, I will not hesitate. A kid? How many kids do you know who can shoot a fly off a horse at 20 paces, or reload at a dead run? At last.
No mercy on your souls, Colorado.
You stupid! Death to the 100 stinking failed!
We ain't gonna beg for our lives. We ain't weak like you. We ain't no mercy on your souls, Colorado.
We'll have our revenge! You ain't seen the last of us!
No No repentance!
Extra, extra! Cowardly attack on
No
Colorado
regret!
Springs!
No repentance!
Goddamn Dorsey's shot refugees and Coloradans alike. What did we do to them?
Dorsey scum!
Bastards! No mercy on your soul!
Thousands killed by Dorsey thugs!
Scum!
Families taken
Blood
hostage!
is coming for you all!
Authorized personnel only. An invitation from the head of a family or authorization from the patriarch. Until you have that, the gate stays closed. Good day.
Garden of the Gods is just north of Market Square. Marshal Lupinski should be out front. Came here for every class trip we ever had. Is Buchanan a man?
Much as I'd love to shoot the shit with you tryhards, Sheriff Daisy said to let you go on in. So, go on. Give them Dorseys some hell.
Marshal Lupinski, I expect you to moderate your language in the presence of a young lady.
My apologies, Miss Wesson. I meant no disrespect. Best of luck to you and your companions here. No room for amateurs in this town. You hear? No room.
Fat chance! We got guns and ammo now. We don't take orders from marshals no more.